When is willful interference to other amateur radio stations permitted? A. To stop another amateur station which is breaking the FCC rules. B. At no time. C. When making short test transmissions. D. At any time. Stations in the amateur radio service are not protected from willful interference. B. At no time. Except for some specific restrictions, what is the maximum peak envelope power output for technician class operators using frequencies above 30 MHz? A. 50 watts. B. 100 watts. C. 500 watt. D. 1500 watts. D. 1500 watts. What is the normal term for an FCC-issued primary station/operator amateur radio license grant? A. 5 years. B. Life. C. 10 years. D. 20 years. C. 10 years. What, if any, are the restrictions concerning transmission of language that may be considered indecent or obscene? A. The FCC maintains a list of words that are not permitted to be used on amateur frequencies. B. Any such language is prohibited. C. The U2 maintains a list of words that are not permitted to be used on amateur frequencies. D. There is no such prohibition. B. Any such language is prohibited. What is an amateur station control point? A. The location of the station's transmitting antenna. B. The location of the station transmitting apparatus. C. The location at which the control operator function is performed. D. The mailing address of the station licensee. C. The location at which the control operator function is performed. Which of the following formats of a self-assigned indicator is acceptable when identifying using a phone transmission? A. KL7CC/W3. B. KL7CC/W3. C. KL7CC/W3. D. All of these choices are correct. D. All of these choices are correct. What is a band plan, beyond the privileges established by the FCC? A. A voluntary guideline for using different modes or activities within an amateur band. B. Mandated list of operating schedules. C. List of scheduled net frequencies. D. A plan devised by a clock to indicate frequency band usage. A. A voluntary guideline for using different modes or activities within an amateur band. Which Q signal indicates that you are changing frequency? A. QRU. B. QSY. C. QSL. D. QRZ. B. QSY. Which of the following is an accepted practice to get the immediate attention of a net control station when reporting an emergency? A. Repeat source, 3 times followed by the call sign of the reporting station. B. Press the push-to-talk button 3 times. C. Begin your transmission by saying priority, or emergency, followed by your call sign. D. Play a pre-recorded emergency or tone followed by your call sign. C. Begin your transmission by saying priority, or emergency, followed by your call sign. What can happen if the antennas at opposite ends of a VHF or UHF line of sight radio link are not using the same polarization? A. The modulation side bands might become inverted. B. Signals could be significantly weaker. C. Signals have an echo effect on voices. D. Nothing significant will happen. B. Signals could be significantly weaker. What frequency range is referred to as HF? A. 300 to 3000 MHz. B. 30 to 300 MHz. C. 3 to 30 MHz. D. 300 to 3000 kHz. C. 3 to 30 MHz. What causes tropospheric ducting? A. Discharges of lightning during electrical storms. B. Sunspots and solar flares. C. Updrafts from hurricanes and tornadoes. D. Temperature inversions in the atmosphere. D. Temperature inversions in the atmosphere. How is a computer's sound card used when conducting digital communications? A. The sound card communicates between the computer CPU and the video display. B. The sound card records the audio frequency for video display. C. The sound card provides audio to the radio's microphone input and converts received audio to digital form. D. All of these choices are correct. C. The sound card provides audio to the radio's microphone input and converts received audio to digital form. Which of the following controls could be used if the voice pitch of a single sideband signal seems too high or low? A. The AGC or limiter. B. The bandwidth selection. C. The tone squelch. D. The receiver or clarifier. D. The receiver or clarifier. What is the electrical term for the electromotive force EMF that causes electron flow? A. Voltage. B. Ampere hours. C. Capacitance. D. Inductance. A. Voltage. How many volts are equal to 1 microvolt? A. 1/1,000,000th of a volt. B. 1,000,000 volts. C. 1,000 kilovolts. D. 1,000th of a volt. A. 1/1,000,000th of a volt. How much power is being used in a circuit when the applied voltage is 12 volts DC and the current is 2.5 amperes? A. 4.8 watts. B. 30 watts. C. 14.5 watts. D. 0.208 watts. A. 4.8 watts. What is the voltage across a 10 ohm resistor if a current of 2 amperes flows through it? A. 8 volts. B. 0.2 volts. C. 12 volts. D. 20 volts. D. 20 volts. What electrical component stores energy in an electric field? A. Resistor. B. Capacitor. C. Inductor. D. Diode. B. Capacitor. What does the abbreviation LED stand for? A. Low emission diode. B. Light emitting diode. C. Liquid emission detector. D. Long echo delay. B. Light emitting diode. What do the symbols on an electrical schematic represent? A. Electrical components. B. Logic states. C. Digital codes. D. Traffic nodes. A. Electrical components. Which of the following is combined with an inductor to make a tuned circuit? A. Resistor. B. Zener diode. C. Potentiometer. D. Capacitor. D. Capacitor. What is meant by PTT? A. Pre-transmission tuning to reduce transmitter harmonic emission. B. Precise tone transmissions used to limit repeater access to only certain signals. C. A primary transformer tuner used to match antennas. D. The push-to-talk function that switches between receive and transmit. D. The push-to-talk function that switches between receive and transmit. How can overload of an on-amateur radio or TV receiver by an amateur signal be reduced or eliminated? A. Block the amateur signal with a filter at the antenna input of the affected receiver. B. Block the interfering signal with a filter on the amateur transmitter. C. Switch the transmitter from FM to SSB. D. Switch the transmitter to narrowband mode. A. Block the amateur signal with a filter at the antenna input of the affected receiver. What does an SWR reading of 4.1 indicate? A. Loss of -4 dB. B. Good impedance match. C. Gain of +4 dB. D. Impedance mismatch. D. Impedance mismatch. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? A. Ensure that the voltmeter has very low impedance. B. Ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. C. Ensure that the circuit is grounded through the voltmeter. D. Ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. B. Ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. Which type of modulation is most commonly used for VHF and UHF voice repeaters? A. BSSB. C. PSK. D. FM. D. FM. What is meant by the statement that a satellite is operating in mode U/V? A. The satellite uplink is in the 15-meter band and the downlink is in the 10-meter band. B. The satellite uplink is in the 70-centimeter band and the downlink is in the 2-meter band. C. The satellite operates using ultraviolet frequencies. D. The satellite frequencies are usually variable. B. The satellite uplink is in the 70-centimeter band and the downlink is in the 2-meter band. What is a grid locator? A. Letter number designator assigned to geographic location. B. Letter number designator assigned to an azimuth and elevation. C. An instrument for neutralizing a final amplifier. D. An instrument for radio direction finding. A. Letter number designator assigned to geographic location. Which of the following operating activities is supported by digital mode software in the WSJT suite? A. Moon bounce or Earth Moon Earth. B. Weak signal propagation beacons. C. Meteor scatter. D. All of these choices are correct. D. All of these choices are correct. What type of antennas are the quad, Yagi, and dish? A. Non-resonant antennas. B. Log periodic antennas. C. Directional antennas. D. Isotropic antennas. C. Directional antennas. In general, what happens as the frequency of a signal passing through coaxial cable is increased? A. The characteristic impedance decreases. B. The loss decreases. C. The characteristic impedance increases. D. The loss increases. D. The loss increases. What should be done to all external ground rods or earth connections? A. Waterproof them with silicone caulk or electrical tape. B. Keep them as far apart as possible. C. Bond them together with heavy wire or conductive strap. D. Tune them for resonance on the lowest frequency of operation. C. Bond them together with heavy wire or conductive strap. When should members of a tower or team wear a hard hat and safety glasses? A. At all times except when climbing the tower. B. At all times except when belted firmly to the tower. C. At all times when any work is being done on the tower. D. Only when the tower exceeds 30 feet in height. C. At all times when any work is being done on the tower. What is the maximum power level that an amateur radio station may use at the HF frequencies before an RF exposure evaluation is required? A. 1500 watts PEP transmitter output. B. 1 watt forward power. C. 50 watts PEP at the antenna. D. 50 watts PEP reflected power. C. 50 watts PEP at the antenna.